Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm back at it here. We were working on a York gas pack, and one of the other guys was out here the other day and condemned this part, the igniter assembly here. So he said that the thing was not even trying to spark. It wasn't making any noise like it was trying to spark or anything else. And I'm sure all you guys are sitting there thinking the same thing that I am right now. I'm wondering if it's the board, because you just never see these things go bad. There's just nothing to go bad on it. So what I'm concerned about is this is going to be the board. It is fired up right now. You can hear the inducers running. It is calling for heat. So we're going to go ahead and pop the door off of here. Sorry for the shadows. Got the sun behind me. But we're going to open her up and see what we got going on. I don't even know that it's getting to the point where it's going to call for a spark. You know, there's a possibility that our draft motor isn't closing our pressure switch and we're not even getting to the point of spark. This thing's been sitting here running for a little while, and I don't smell any gas, because it would have done and tried to fire a couple of times. I mean, there is no spark. You don't hear any sparking going on there, but it would also be putting out gas at the same time. So when I pulled that door off, I should have got a nice snoot full of gas, and I'm just not getting it. I'm not smelling it at all. So I don't even know if our pressure switch is closed, but we're going to find that out. We'll just check continuity on it here real quick. Because I just don't know about one of those things being bad. I don't have a whole lot of confidence in that. But we'll try to keep an open mind about it. Always good to stay positive. So, meter set to continuity, and we'll check our little switcheroonie here. Guys, looky there. Okay, I'm on my terminals there. You see me? Do you hear a beep? I don't hear a beep. Guys, that freaking switch ain't closed. We're not even getting to the point of ignition here. So first thing we want to check is our little port here to see if she's all clogged up. Oh, looky there. Look at that, guys. Right there we go, and she just went into lockout. Look at that thing. It is just completely plugged. There's nothing left of that. So guys, it's not going to be the ignition control. It's not going to be the igniter. All it simply is there is no proof of draft. Our little nipple, our stem coming off the inducer assembly is completely plugged. So we were not pulling in the inducer. So what we're going to do, we're going to wring this baby out. We're going to take the new brushless DeWalt, get her in the sunlight so you can see that yellow and black shine in all its glory. That's the new little drill driver. I have to say, guys, I did not like the impactor. I bought the impactor and I took it back to Lowe's. DeWalt dropped the ball on the impactor. There's just too many things about it I do not like. But this is a heck of a tool. This thing right here is just a fantastic tool. Love that drill. You know, if you've seen some of my old videos, I had the first generation of this drill driver and the first generation impactor, and loved both those tools. I have used them since 2011, had no trouble whatsoever. So the impactor, I'm keeping it. That's going to be my everyday use. Like, you know, I've got the belt clip on it, so that's what I'm going to take up rooftops and stuff like that. But this is my everyday carry in my tool bag. So I really like that drill. I'm actually still kind of thinking about ordering a Makita for the brushless impact, because I would like to have a brushless impactor, and I'm sort of on the fence about the Makita, but we will see. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our little drill bit. I keep a pack of matches right here. I keep those for relighting pilots. I keep those for putting on the end of a, you know, a little alligator tool, the extendable tool, putting those back in a heat exchanger and checking for the cracks in the heat exchanger. Watch for that flame to move around. Watch for the smoke to blow out in your face. So I carry that little pack of matches in a pocket of my toolbox, and I keep the drill bit inside of there. So what we're going to do, we're going to ream this hole out here real good. And let's go ahead and turn it off, because I don't want that going back into my impeller blades. Holy moly. Look at that. Look at all them bees nests up underneath there. Can you see that? Good thing it's not summertime. They might have got old Shannon. They might have got me. Oh, how about that? Guys, there ain't a damn disconnect in there anymore. Okay, that's all freaking hot wired right there. That is just fantastic. That is just absolutely terrific. That's what gets us killed out here in the field. Or at least popped real good. Crap like that. Jesus Lord. That right there was probably the breaker that was in there. More than likely. The hacks have been working on this baby. That's for damn sure. Alright guys, let's pull the thermostat wire. Let's get this show on the road, get it going here. We're just going to go ahead and pull the R off there. Okay. Okay. Because all I want is for this to turn off. I just don't want it spinning while I'm doing that, because the next thing you know, I'm going to go in there and chop up them freaking blades. My drill bit's not really long enough to reach back in there, but all this stuff's going to come falling out. So, okay, and this is actually going to work better with an extension on here. We'll get us a 6-inch extension. That's the DeWalt. That one's really good. It has magnetic, and this thing right here locks the bit in, and that's like the lowest profile extension on the market. You know, usually the ends of them are big and fat. This one is so slim, it'll get into all those places. So now, look at that. See how I'm going to clear this? Now, where my drill was kind of hitting the fan motor, now I'm clearing it real easy. And okay, so now we've got that. Now we're going to pull our tube down from up here. We're going to stick that on down here, and we're going to give it the old blow job here. Okay. All right, so now look at that. You can see she's good and clear now, fellas. So let's put that back on there. We'll come back up here. Let's go ahead and reconnect our purples. Doesn't matter which one goes on which spade. All that is just a switch that's opening and closing for us. We're just sending 20 through 24 volts through there, going in and back out when it closes. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and put our R back. We don't need all that wire on there. We're going to snip a little of that off. Look, I do own a Milwaukee tool. It's not all DeWalt. One thing about me, I am not married to any tool brand. I use what works well for me. And this is darn hard to get this in here one-handed. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, now let's see what she does. Ooh, I hear it. I hear it. It's happening. It's going down, guys. It's going down. Now we just need some gas. Like Carl said there on the sling blade, there ain't got no gas. Oh, okay, there we go. She's firing, guys. Alright, so that's not going to be the problem, you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, we all got to learn. I'm not bad-mouthing another tech or anything. I was right there in those shoes at one time. We all were. You know, that's just a bad diagnosis. He missed it. And that's okay. We'll take care of the problem. We'll get the furnace going. We'll take care of this homeowner. Make sure they got heat. We're not going to charge them. And we'll be okay. Go ahead and tighten up the rest of those. Things are a little loosey-goosey down here. Yeah, those are pretty loose. Alright, some of you guys might have saw that too, the little flip blade screwdriver from Klein. It's got the flat head and the Phillips. That thing's pretty cool. I've been using it for a while now. It's slick, man. It works good. Don't take up much room in the tool bag. You know, you are insulated. So that works out pretty good. Alright, guys. I'm going to poke around in here a little bit more. Make sure there's nothing that's going to get me a call back. I'm going to check some more of my connections. More than likely, I'm probably going to throw my Chinese manometer on here and check my manifold just to make sure we're sitting at 3.5 where we should be. We're going to tidy things up. We're going to get out our little super brush and do a little house cleaning in here. Try to dust up a few things. Clean up this shit down here on the bottom. God. Alright, you guys. But that's going to be it for this one. First video I've done in a while. So I'm going to try to get back at it. Film some more videos. I actually had a cataract removed from my left eye a week ago. So this is my first week back in the field. You know, they say you're awful young to be having that. But, you know, shit happens. You got a cataract, you got a cataract. I basically went from having almost 20/20 vision to legally blind in my left eye. I couldn't hardly see the big E on top of the chart. So, anyway, I'm glad to have that done. I'm just, you know, kind of getting back out here, getting started back up. It is kind of weird, you know, the vision in my eye. The distance is great. Seeing things at a distance, man. I can see like nobody's business, but it's kind of that up close stuff. When you have that surgery done and they implant a new lens in your eye, you lose your up close vision. And when they said up close, you know, I thought they meant like right here, reading a book or reading the back of a prescription bottle or something. But, you know, when I close my right eye, my good eye, which is providing all my close-up vision right now, because I do still have good vision in that eye, you know, things are blurry. You know, at this distance right here, you know, from a couple of feet away. So hopefully my right eye is going to hang in there and stay strong and compensate and provide the up-close vision for me. But, you know, they figure that cataract was probably from a trauma that I sustained a few years back. I was working and going through a bunch of bushes. You know how the homeowners like to keep all the shrubs nicely groomed around the units. Yeah, right. And I was going through some bushes, and a little twig came back and caught me in the eye and nicked me pretty good over there. So they're thinking that it was probably from that, because my right eye is clear. I don't have anything going on over there. So we'll hope for the best, and we'll get out here and start hammering away. It's a nice day right now, man. The sun's shining, working in a nice neighborhood. You know, it's about 61 out here, so it's not bad. But I'm glad that we got this fixed for them. They're up and going. It was just a simple, overlooked mistake. We were not getting proof of draft to get to the next step in the process, which would be ignition. We got as far as inducer motor coming on, and that was it. The next step in the process, of course, is pulling that safety switch closed. If you don't do that, you're not going any further. And then, of course, after that happened, then you get your spark. Then you light the pilot that is back there on that, because that actually has a little standing pilot, like a set of gas logs that it lights. And then it's going to let that pilot flame light the main burners. Once that pilot flame lit up the little flame rod and heated it up, and that sent microamps back down to the board, then that told the board to go ahead and open up the main valve and fire the burners, which it did. So we're in good shape, guys. We can go ahead and turn it off. See, we just simulated the same problem. I just simulated that clogged tube just by pulling that off of there, and it opened that switch back up, killed our burners. So anyway, guys, as always, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I really do. I thank you a lot for that. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions or anything. I'll try to get back to you. But thanks for sticking with me out here, guys. I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Leave me a big old thumbs up. And I will catch you guys next time.